Welcome to the Book of Enoch, where we're going through the Book of Enoch verse by verse, because the Book of Enoch is an outstanding example of what it'll be like in the days of Noah. And Enoch was there. He witnessed it. And he not only wrote down what he saw in the world of how things were playing out, but he also saw spiritually kind of what was going on as well. So it's important that we study it out. A lot of people have a hard time with me, the fact that I'm going through the Book of Enoch verse by verse. I'm just going to share with you. It's not an evil book. It's okay to read it. I'm not saying it belongs in the Bible. I'm not saying it doesn't. What I am saying is if there was a guy who lived at a time that'll be just like the end times and wrote it down, I'm interested in what that might look like. So I'm going through the Book of Enoch, and where we are in this place is we've hit that spot where Enoch is taken by 7 angels to see some things. He sees the place of God's creation, and then he sees the end of heaven and earth, this fiery jail where after judgment, this is where a lot of fallen angels, well, this is the place where fallen angels will go. And he sees 7 mountains, and those 7 mountains represent 7 principalities of wickedness. It's the same 7 mountains in Revelation where it talks about the beast, how 7 mountains, 7 heads. Those are the 7 leaders, the principalities of wickedness, kings of this earth who are demons. Satan being one of them. That's why they're referred to as princes of the earth or kings of the earth. And after he sees the end of heaven and earth, this takes place in chapter 20. And these are the names of the holy angels who watch. Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tartarus. Raphael, one of the holy angels who is over the spirits of men. Raguel, one of the holy angels who takes vengeance on the world of the luminaries. Michael, one of the holy angels, to wit, he that is set over the best part of mankind and over chaos. Seraquel, one of the holy angels who is set over the spirits who sin in the spirit. Gabriel, one of the holy angels who is over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim. Ramiel, one of the holy angels whom God set over those who rise. So here's the other 7 mountains, because later on in chapter 25, we're going to see 7 other mountains. It's these particular angels. So you have 7 demonic things ruling over the world, and then you have 7 angelic things, kind of, these are their roles in the world. And so we're just going to go through them one by one. Today we're going to talk about Uriel. Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tartarus. All right. So here's Uriel. He's one of the angels who's over the world. That's pretty significant. That's kind of like being a CEO, so to say. Like, he's over the world. And not over the world, only the world, but he's also over Tartarus. Well, what is Tartarus? Well, Tartarus is really a Greek word. That is the bottomless pit. That is that underworld, so to say. And we actually see him in the book of Revelation. There's this moment in time. Let's go to it real quick. We'll go to Revelation 9, starting 1. Then the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star. That's Uriel. Fallen from heaven to the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and smoke arose out of the pit, like the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened because of the smoke of the pit. All right, so here's Uriel coming down from heaven. He's over the world, and he's over Tartarus, and he's got that key. He's the only one that can open and shut that thing. And we're going to see later on, he's going to open it up again, and they're going to throw Satan and the antichrist in there. But in this moment, he's that one. He's the one that has the key. He is the angel over the world and over Tartarus. He is that fallen star, that mighty angel who just unlocked the bottomless pit. And he's not just unlocking the bottomless pit for random reason. It's prophesying the darkness. There's a darkness that comes, and there's locust that comes. And he's the one that's kind of allowing that to be released in its appropriate time. He's the one that's in charge of that, Uriel. If we go to Enoch 24, I'm just going to kind of where they talk about these 7 mountains. And I went beyond it and saw 7 magnificent mountains, all differing each from the other. And the stones thereof were magnificent and beautiful, magnificent as a whole, of glorious appearance and fair exterior. 3 towards the east, one founded on the other, and 3 towards the south, one upon the other, and deep rough ravines, no one of which joined with any other. So what you have is you have 7 mountains representing the evil principalities of this earth, and now you have 7 mountains representing the good principalities of this earth. And Uriel being the first one, who is over the world and over the bottomless pit. Fascinating stuff. All right, so we'll just keep digging from here. Thanks for joining us. I'm always going to be in a cave. I'm just this is just an outcropping that I found, a little cavern in my land that serves its purpose. Me and Benjamin just enjoying our time here. We'll just keep on digging. Thanks for joining us through the Book of Enoch. This is going to be an amazing ride. Learning, I believe, the mysteries of Enoch. I think a lot of times when I prayed about doing this series, God said, do it from a cave. And I think a lot of it is because it's kind of been always hidden for so long that it's now time to see what's in there.